Hello, y'all, and welcome back. Plant Lady here, Marquita D. And again, you usually don't see me from this angle. You usually just hear my voice as I'm showing you my house plants or other air gardens or whatnot. But I actually went to Lowe's. If you saw my short that I posted yesterday, then you know that I have acquired some new plants as well as some things to go on my balcony garden because I am going to be reviving that. I think I mentioned it probably like last month or so when we kind of had that spike in warm weather, and I was showing you how a few things were going. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll show you a little bit of footage from what it currently looks like right now, and then we'll as I talk about the plants. So first, I went to Lowe's yesterday. I'm really just looking for a couple of things I want to put out on my balcony garden. So for those who are unfamiliar, I started or last year I had two peppers. I had a bell pepper plant, and then I had a sweet heat pepper, which is a little bit smaller pepper plant for my vegetables that were growing out there. And then I had a variety of mint. So I kept it pretty simple. I'm still sticking to kind of like the simpleness of like just the mint, and I am gonna keep my sweet heat pepper plant is still producing, although it's in like the base of the plant, the stem, and all of that stuff. I am going to keep it still simple. I am going to just keep a couple of veggie plants or pepper plants, and then I'm going to stick to the mint. Um, but I am going to grow a few new things in my Aerogarden. So if you've been watching, you know that I have ordered some more grow your own seed kits that I picked up. And I had one here and I didn't use it to grow romaine lettuce, as I've shown you guys been tracking that. It is more than ready. I actually had a wonderful, delicious salad um, earlier today, with the lettuce from that, and it is absolutely delicious. I did notice a slight difference in taste from the ones that I grew in my Aerogarden versus the one that I grew in the grow your own that was from seed, because those seeds were organic. So just a little slight difference, and it just tastes a little better. And it could be because those were fresher, and the lettuce I was eating from my other Aerogarden has been growing for a while. You guys know, in the Bounty Basic, the bigger one. So that may have just accounted for the difference. But either way, tons and tons of lettuce. I will show you guys that. So I'll be eating salads for a while, which is great. And I have more seeds so I can keep planting. And I ordered um, a new set from Amazon. And I actually have um, a 50-piece grow your own, so I can grow lots of things and create my own pods for the Aerogarden. So that'll be coming soon. And one of the things that I do want to grow in the Aerogarden is the cinnamon basil. I actually saw a seed pack there, and funny story, I went through self-checkout, and because that was the only thing that I purchased that wasn't a plant, I left it in the seed pack in the cart. So I will have to go back tomorrow to pick up the seed packet. I already called the store and let them know what happened, and I paid for it. So I have my receipt and everything. So I just need to go back and grab another packet. So that'll be in next week's update. But that is something I plan on growing next in my Aerogarden as part of the grow your own pod trials that I'm doing. But let's go ahead and get into the plants that I picked up today from Lowe's, and I'll tell you, what they are, what my plans are, and the next step will be figuring out where the heck I'm going to put them in my house. But let's get into it. So currently Lowe's is having a sale where the veggies and the 19.3 ounce veggies and with herbs are 3 for 10, which is not horrible. And the brand that they use is Bonnie Plants, very popular brand. And I've always had good luck with Bonnie Plants and with this brand, so I continue to buy them. So if you're looking for a good brand, I'd recommend these. So the first one that I have here is a hot cayenne pepper. I've never grown cayenne peppers. I've grown other types of peppers, and they did not have my sweet heat pepper out there yet. Now there is another Lowe's that I'm considering going to, and maybe they'll have it because sometimes different Lowe's carry different things. They did have what I consider a new pepper because I haven't seen it at the Lowe's in the past, at least not in the past few years. It's called the Spicy Jane. It's a hot pepper. It looks very similar to the sweet heat, but it's a hotter pepper. Mine, the sweet heat has some heat, but it's more of it's not spicy hot. This one, the Spicy Jane, is just as the name says, it's a spicy plant. So we already know cayenne peppers are hot. I know that. but I will figure out something to do with them. But I want to grow them. I haven't tried growing them, so I picked up one of those. The next thing I've grown is an old favorite, and this is just sweet mint. Do I have sweet mint outside already? Yes. And as you probably saw in the footage from my balcony garden, my mint is pretty resilient. And although it looked dead and brown and gone, it's actually growing, and especially now that the weather is warming up, is actually coming back. So all it takes is one little hint of life when it comes to mint, and it will take off. So we'll see how that goes along. But I did repurchase some others just in case, because I want to get back to making my mojitos. I actually use the mint to make my mojitos. So yeah. So this is Bonnie Plant's sweet mint. We love that. I also love mint because I just love the smell. So that's I also have been buying plants that just smell good. And last, for the outdoor plant situation, or more the garden, the balcony garden, is peppermint. So if you didn't know, there are multiple varieties of mint, and sweet mint is just as it says, it's a sweeter taste, whereas peppermint is more like the traditional peppermint, a little stronger taste that we are used to. Like if you get a peppermint, like this is the flavoring. So this will be good if you're making like mint brownies and that kind of thing. So I bought some more of that. Smells divine. So these are my three um, things that are going into my balcony garden. I will be transferring them and doing all of that tomorrow. To the last two things that I have here are plants. Now this one is actually a can go outdoors. So this I can probably get. I have something I can put it in and grow it on my balcony. It'll be fine. And if I need to bring it in, in the cooler months, no problem. This is called the Flamethrower Chili Pepper Coleus. I just like the color. Y'all know me by now. If you've been watching the channel, you know I like plants that have the variations, that have the colors. I don't typically buy just a plain green plant when it comes to like house plants or even, any kind of plant. I like to get the ones that have the maybe two-tone greens or stripes or something. Like I have golden pothos, and I have the like a golden peperonia plant, and those usually are green. I even have a Raven ZZ, which is black versus green. So I like unique plants, or plant in terms of looks. So this right here, the red, it's giving, and it called to me, and so it was also only $3.98, which is not a bad price. So I will be repotting and putting this outside because this can actually go outside. This is only requires partial sun. I do have a covered balcony, so it gets lots of sunlight, but it also is shaded, so it's not like just sitting in the beaming sun all day long. And this is the annual, so that means that I can keep it. The brand here is Monrovia, which I don't think I've heard of or purchased anything previously, but this seems like it is an easy care plant. We love that easy care. So we'll be tracking the progress on this, but it's so pretty. And again, the name of it is the Flame Thrower, which I like just that in itself. Chili pepper coleus. And then last but not least, it's something that I have had before and attempted to grow, and they never seem to like me. So we'll see if we have any better luck this time around. This is the Petra Croton here. It likes highlight. It is a house plant. You can put them outside. They actually grow outside in, like very tropical type settings. I love the colorful leaves on these. And I don't know if you can see it because the leaves have kind of closed up. Let's see if I can. Though there's new growth coming in. So that was one thing that drew me to this particular plant, because it's showing that it is in a good state, healthy state, because it has new growth there. And there's actually some little babies down in the middle. So I'm hoping that when I transfer this little baby, that it will continue to thrive and blossom and be beautiful. And to be honest, it looks like they just stuck some leaves down in here and create this plant, which when it comes to propagation, for some plants, that's all it takes. That's also another journey that I'll be going on this year or this season, hopefully, is the propagation journey. If you saw my last video with the Hilton Carter collection, I did buy a book on propagation. So I hope to get started and experiment with that too. I'm probably going to have to buy some more floating shelves for my house because I honestly don't have anywhere else to put these plants that require light, especially. So that is all that I picked up from Lowe's. I spent about $22 on everything here because, like I said, the first three things I showed you, the mint and the peppers, that was $10, and then between the two plants, $3.98, and then this one was $5.98 for this size here. And then, of course, my seeds that I left at the store were another couple dollars. I don't typically buy packets of seeds from places like Lowe's or anywhere else because you can get some of the same ones from like Dollar Tree, and they're like four for $1. And yes, Dollar Tree seeds are the same ones they do sell in other stores. Target, I know for a fact, sells the same ones, and you pay regular retail in there, whereas you can get them four for $1 at Dollar Tree. So please don't be turned off because it's in Dollar Tree. They are good seeds. All the ones I've ever purchased from there have produced just fine. So that's just something to note. But that is all I have for you today. Like I said, Plant Lady is back. The balcony garden is coming back. So you'll be getting more updates for not just houseplants, but also my balcony garden. So I'm just going to pop in a photo of the current status of my Aerogarden with the romaine lettuce that I did with the Grow My Own, just so you can see where it's at. And like I said, it's already ready to eat. And that's it. So let me know if you guys are picking up any new plants now that the weather is seeming to level out. And stores are getting their plant shipments in, or maybe even there's a little nursery, local nursery that you go to. So let me know down below in the comments what you are looking forward to planting in your garden, if you've already started planting, or any house plants that you might be on the lookout for. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.